What's up, Delta 9 travelers, and welcome back to another flight. It's another episode of What's Hot and What's Trending in Guyana. Cash grant woes being exposed. Minister of Home Affairs being called out because teen's family was locked out of his autopsy, and much more. Before this flight takes off, remember, like and subscribe. Stay connected with everything that's trending in Guyana and the Diaspora.
Fellow Guyanese, it is once again time for me to provide you with an update on the current status of the National Cash Grant Initiative being implemented by this People's Progressive Party Civic government under the bold and visionary leadership of His Excellency President Irfan Ali. I'm extremely pleased to let you know that using the portal that was established specifically for the purposes of implementing this cash grant, as well as those public servants who already receive their salaries into their bank accounts, we have now processed a total of 265,281 cash grants by direct deposit into the bank accounts of Guyanese citizens. This number is itself a very impressive number, and a number that I'm pleased to share with you because it reflects how easily persons can access benefits if they have a bank account and they use online and digital technologies that we're deploying.
The Because We Care cash grant that somehow has new laws, and two, the $20,000 that was promised to our pensioners. Now, guys, we passed a $1.5 trillion budget. Then we took an additional $54 trillion. Many Guyanese should start asking the question, when you look around Guyana, in previous budgets, we saw a bridge going up. We saw, the Heroes Highway. We've seen a lot of infrastructure. Now, it looks like this 1.3 was to cover a lot of debt. I don't know. I have to ask one of the parliamentarian, we got one in there that don't want to share the information with us, but I'll get it. I have my sources to see what really this 1.5, now close to 6 trillion was really spent on. Because what we're seeing now, mothers are complaining that they're going to school. They're going in line to get this Because We Care cash grant, and now we got new rules. Now, let me be for real. Many mothers and fathers in this country are so rich that they really need this one. This 85,000 per child, But then there's mothers who really need it and more. Now, have you stopped to ask yourself, when it looks like it's going to rain in Guyana, in the city, the main city, in 30 minutes, it's flooded. Have you ever asked yourself what happened to those people that live in places like at the back of Little Diamond and different parts of the country where the government would have placed a lot of our poor people but haven't even put proper roads and drains yet? Have you realized that to get out of one of those communities on a daily basis, it costs these families sometimes $15,000 to $3,000 Guyana dollars in transportation to and from to get their kids to school? How long is this 85,000 really gonna last?
A natural way to stay ready, baby. 'Cause I'm ready for you, Mr. C. The ultimate male supplement, men's total wellness formula, packed with essential nutrients for men's health. She'll call you Mr. C. Family of Corentyne teen says they were locked out from the post-mortem. The family of 16-year-old Altaf King says its search for answers has been dealt another painful setback after they were allegedly prevented from witnessing the post-mortem examination of the teenager's body. The autopsy was performed on Monday by the government's pathologist at the Old Skeldon Hospital 4 days after the Corentyne teen died during a police pursuit that sparked widespread public outrage. Speaking with Kaitro News, Altaf's stepfather said he and the teen's biological father, Andre King, and his uncle attended the public hospital expecting to observe the procedures. According to the father, they were allowed to identify the son's body before the examination began, but moments later, family members were ordered to leave the room. They said they didn't want nobody, no member of the family to stand up and watch what was going on, just the police. Somebody is supposed to stand up and watch what is going on, watch when they are cutting. But them ain't want that, the father said. The family said that they were giving no explanation for the decision. They said under normal circumstances, at least one relative is permitted to witness a post-mortem examination alongside the police officers. Being denied this opportunity, they said, has been only deepening their suspicions given the allegations surrounding the teen's death. We were denied in watching the post-mortem. They said they just want us to identify the body, but we're supposed to watch what's going on. They did not allow me to, Atol's father pleaded and told Kaitro News. King believes the family's exclusion has only intensified their grief and fueled concerns over the possible cover-up. It was not a normal story, like normal people that died. You just go there and witness, all because it's a police story, they stop me from witnessing it. Family has indicated they are counseling with an attorney and is prepared to pursue legal actions if it is dissatisfied with the outcome of the investigation into the teen's death.
Friends and me and Paul get good pony police because I like and respect how it move, how it talk to me subordinates and whoever handed me at the links, whoever handed me, or I've explained to them, yo, because I don't want to be inside no way and nobody calling me phone to tell me, hey, they get stopped by this XYZ force. No, bro. You understand me? However, Guyana police force, yeah, wrong. Yeah, I got this thing looking bad for know that Nandala said only yesterday about be personal items and talk about not chasing bike man and everything because them is even if it's a crime. You understand me? For chase a small bike man. But I can tell you all this is yeah, police was driving on the road now all them weed black and cocaine black there. Yeah, running on them item. Yeah, know what all them small man selling weed. Yeah, let's go to them. No. Yeah, let's go and shoot them and kill them for no point reason. Say, what's going to see with a weed and joke or a knife or whatever the case is. Yeah, I'll run into them and say, oh, what's going to be doing my job? No. Yeah, know why the murderer there. Yeah, know why the thief man there. Yeah, know why the rapist there. Do y'all run in on them? No. I understand he might have been riding away from the police. Fair enough. But one thing I learned about the yard, y'all know where y'all could have found the youth man. Y'all could have go where he would have been supposedly be stopping, meet before he and collect him. Because y'all know the man, you know. Y'all know he's 60. But some of y'all in the police force, the ego problem, y'all power junk. And the reason why I come out is because I also after see the video last night. And I see all this man with the youth man. Several videos, I repost it. I didn't want to say anything about it, but I repost it. But when I continue going further, I find another youth man who went going to work early. Bro, I got enough consumers in this place, they smoke weed, use Mali, and use a lot of things, substance. If y'all don't want to start, if y'all want the civilians to walk upon you, we're going to work on a day-to-day basis, we're going to deal with a stressed out fucking crossing boss man, or a fucking idiotic co-worker, or a neighbor you might want off, or you just say yourself you got better things to do, and you know the little thing was keep you calm enough, for keep your nerves and keep your nerves down, but make you not gonna do people nothing.
Unleash the best version of yourself with every goddess. Say goodbye to limitations and say hello to a better, stronger, healthier you.
Feet on soil, Guyana roots in my veins.
I welcome the leader of the opposition's recent visit to Stoughtonville in Region 3. The concerns raised by residents are neither isolated nor surprising. They are the very concerns I have encountered during visits to housing schemes across Guyana. From Wisma and Mucka to Great Diamond, St. Ignatius, Bartica, Lethem, and other developing communities, Stoughtonville is not an exception, sadly. It is another example of a housing delivery model that too often prioritizes allocation over readiness. What residents describe at Stoughtonville are unserviced lots, house lots allocated to families without the basic infrastructure required for people to live and build with dignity. An unserviced lot is one without reliable access to potable water, electricity, proper roads and drainage, and other essential public services. Families are expected to invest their life savings to secure loans and begin construction while still waiting for the state to provide infrastructure that should have been in place before occupation. This places an unfair financial and emotional burden on ordinary Guyanese. Underlying many of these problems is the failure of sequencing. A good housing development follows a logical order. Land is acquired and prepared. Roads and drainage are constructed. Water and electricity networks are installed. And only then should allocations be made and construction encouraged. Reversing that sequence leaves residents living on incomplete developments, struggling through mud, flooding, darkness, and unreliable water supplies while waiting indefinitely for government to catch up. Government cannot ignore that many Guyanese increasingly feel there's a disconnect between official announcements and their daily reality. And while new housing initiatives are celebrated abroad, thousands of Guyanese remain on allocations without services, without certainty, and in many cases without the ability to build. Housing policy cannot be measured simply by the number of allocations issued. Success must be measured by the number of families living on fully serviced lots in complete, functioning communities. That is the standard Guyanese deserve, and it is the standard by which this government should be judged.
Guyana is changing at a breathtaking pace. We're experiencing unprecedented economic transformation, shifting demographics, and a rapidly evolving digital landscape. The way we communicate, the way we perceive one another, and the way our youth experience growth are fundamentally different from what they were a decade ago. To navigate this new era, our socio-political landscape requires three things: continuous dialogue, data-driven insight, and commitment to a common goal. And in an age when a single social media post can either build or burn a bridge, the simple but demanding choice to extend to others the same dignity we claim for ourselves is of paramount importance. When ERC succeeds at its mission, Guyana succeeds. For the work of this commission continuously binds our nation together. But harmony and the everyday tolerance that sustains it cannot be manufactured in a vacuum, nor can it be sustained by wishful thinking. It requires active, deliberate work.
20-year-old police constable has been charged with the murder of a Cuban national whose body was discovered last week hidden in bushes at Enmore on the east coast of Demerara, following an investigation into her disappearance. Randy Thomas of Michael East Coast Demerara appeared before Magistrate Tariq Mohammed at the Vigilance Magistrates Court on Monday where he was charged with murder contrary to common law in connection with the death of 26-year-old Dylan Gomes of Monrepo, East Coast, Demerara. The charge alleges that Thomas murdered Gomes sometime between June 18th and 24th, 2026 at Enmore South, East Coast, Demerara. Thomas was not required to enter a plea to the indictable charge and was remanded to prison. The case was adjourned until July 21st. According to Crime Chief Wendell Blanham, the two became involved in an argument that escalated into a physical confrontation, during which Gomes allegedly assaulted him. Investigators further allege that Thomas admitted he was carrying an unlicensed firearm and used it to fatally shoot Gomes. According to Blanham, he told investigators that he placed a teddy bear against the woman's head before discharging a single round.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of What's Hot and What's Trending in Guyana. Please take a few seconds to like and subscribe. Stay connected with everything that's trending in Guyana and the diaspora. I'm T. Tata for now.